My name's Christa Haller. I call myself a third career changer. My undergraduate degree is in chemical engineering. I was good at math and science. My dad was an engineer. My sister was an engineer. My dad said I had to be employable, so I went to engineering school, and I loved that. I worked in industry for several years. I worked for the Monsanto Corporation in Pensacola, Florida, and then I worked for Johnson & Johnson and for their company Visticon that made AccuView contact lenses. All the while, I was always saying that I was interested in teaching math. I've been home with my kids for about 16 years and decided it was time for me to pursue my interest in teaching math, and applied to the graduate program here at UNC Charlotte and began that journey. Soon after I applied to the school and was accepted, I was contacted by the College of Education about a new clinical program that was being piloted. It's called NCIS. It's the Niner Clinical Immersion School. One of my goals through this whole process has been to be as prepared as I possibly can be when I step into my classroom for the first time. And the way that the clinical program was described to me seemed like it really fit with my interest in being as prepared as possible. So the NCIS program, it aims to put candidates in school systems where they are most likely to be employed. So I live in Union County, and NCIS partnered me with 2 schools in Union County in diverse settings where I could really get good clinical experience and build relationships in those schools. So I was placed at 2 different schools. My first school was Monroe Middle School. Monroe Middle School is a Title I middle school. The children there have certain needs, and the 2 teachers that I worked with were very experienced in a school like Monroe. One of the things I got to really experience was a high-performing PLC at Monroe Middle School. Their 7th grade math PLC was very dedicated. They met weekly, they planned together, and they really had a sense of planning for all of their kids. Their kids had very diverse needs. The teachers in the PLC taught at various levels, and they examined data together, they planned common assessments together, they planned learning activities together. They each did reflect their own individuality in their classroom, but they did plan together for all of their children. And I really felt like that PLC was a great example of meeting the needs in that school. If I was to give some advice to young people about becoming a teacher, I would say that my clinical experiences have been vital. My coursework has been wonderful, but the NCIS program allowed me to spend 80 to 100 hours in classrooms, developing those relationships, really learning about the students. And I would say that that's a vital piece of my education, and it's really built my preparation in for stepping into the classroom for the first time. UNC Charlotte is a great place for if you're going through the teacher preparation program and you're very interested in being as prepared as possible and having a great network of support. UNC Charlotte is an excellent decision, an excellent place to go. The clinical program really has helped prepare me to be the best that I can be and help me to learn what's vital to make me successful in the classroom.